The book of James is so striking and so clear. Some of you know that James seems on the surface, when you read James chapter 2, to be in conflict with Paul. Because Paul says you're justified by faith alone, not by works. You cannot make yourself right with God by living as you ought, right? You can't make yourself right with God by your good works and your moral effort. You're justified by grace and faith. It's a free gift. We heard that. Then you get to James 2, and James 2 says, "What good is it, my brothers, if a man claims to have faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him?" So faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. Now, when you first read that the first time, you're going to say, "Hey, that seems like a contradiction," but then you have to read it more carefully. He says, "What good is it if a man claims to have faith, but does not have works? Can that faith save him?" What he's saying is, not that the works save you, but a faith that does not lead to works is dead. It's not real. It's not saving faith. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. You're saved by faith alone, but not by a faith which stays alone. You're saved by faith, not by good works, but if it's real saving faith, it will result in good works. Okay, suddenly, and that's kind of garden variety Bible doctrine. James 2 and Romans 3 are not contradicting. James 2 is just saying real saving faith will issue in works. But what are the works that James says are a proof that your faith isn't dead? This is right out of the prophets. You know what he says? James 2, 14 and 17 is what I read. Faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. Then he says in verse 16, listen, "So if you have faith but look at others without adequate resources and do nothing about their physical needs, what good is that? Faith, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." Uh-oh. Yikes. How do you know you're born again? How do you know you're really saved by faith? How do you know you really have accepted Jesus' salvation and you're no longer trying to save yourself through your good works? How do you know you've really been born again? You care about the poor. When you see people without resources, your heart goes out to them. If it doesn't, maybe you're saved, but actually you're lacking the evidence of salvation. Justification leads to justice. Justice is the sign of justification. It's like all through the Bible.